The story begins with Chris, a former U.S. Army Special Forces soldier, returning home to Washington, D.C. after 10 long years of service. On his way back, he drives past an abandoned factory, once the pride of the town, now just a silent ruin. The sight hits him hard. That factory used to give people honest work, including his own father. As he stops to read a closure notice posted on the gate, the town sheriff pulls up and greets him. Recognizing Chris from the old days, the sheriff offers him a ride home. At first, Chris refuses, but after a bit of teasing, he hops into the patrol car. As the car drives away, he's coming home to stand tall again. This is walking tall.
This is my town. Walking tall.
Back home, Chris is reunited with his sister, now working as a paramedic, and soon after, his parents arrive to welcome him. Over dinner, he tells them he's home for good and plans to find work at the old factory. That's when he learns that his family never told him the factory had shut down years ago after his father was laid off. They didn't want to burden him while he was away serving his country. Later that night, Chris tries to reconnect with his nephew Pete, but the kid has an attitude and storms off before finishing dinner. The next day, while fixing the front porch, Chris gets a visit from an old high school friend, Ray. The two catch up. Ray's been through some rough times and proudly mentions he's been sober for over a year. When he invites Chris to a friendly football game with their old buddies, Chris agrees. At the game, they're joined by Jay Hamilton, a wealthy local whose family once owned the lumber mill that powered the town's economy. These days, Jay runs the casino that replaced it. His team plays rough, but no one dares to challenge him.
The best you got? What? Here, take a walk.
Chris notices Pete hanging around the sidelines with some sketchy teenagers, smoking and joking. The match heats up until one of Jay's men, Booth, lands a dirty tackle on Chris, injuring his knee. Still, Chris keeps his cool, refusing to fight back. Afterward, Jay invites the group to his casino that night. When Chris spots Pete wandering nearby with his friends, he warns him to stay away from trouble, but Pete just smirks and walks off. That evening, Chris and Ray head to the casino, dazzled by the lights and luxury. Waitresses glide between tables, dancers entertain the guests, and the air hums with loud music and laughter. Jay himself welcomes them and orders his staff to treat them like VIPs. While taking a break in a private booth, Chris catches sight of one of the dancers. She's Denny, someone from his past. But instead of saying hello, she turns and walks away. Confused and uneasy, Chris returns to the gaming floor to join Ray. There, he notices a man cheating with loaded dice. Chris steps in to stop him, but the confrontation quickly escalates. Security rushes in, and before long, Chris is overpowered and dragged into the basement.